Hey, Jacob, congratulations, man. First of all, how's it feel to stick around in Louisiana?
Thank you, man. It feels great. It's a dream come true.
Is this when you play over at Lafayette, you've got you're here from Louisiana. Was New Orleans, were the Saints somebody that was like firmly on the list for you post draft here?
Definitely at the top of the list. Growing up, the Saints, being from Baton Rouge, that's my, favorite team. So that's definitely where I wanted to play.
That's cool. Did you have a lot of offers that contended with them, or how'd that kind of shake up for you?
I let my agent handle most of that, but I believe I had a few.
Hey, Jacob, how best would you kind of describe your run style and the way you play?
I definitely try to be a balanced back with my size. Most people think I'll be like a downhill punching back, but I definitely take pride in being versatile. I play receiver throughout my career too, so pass catching and running routes is something I definitely take pride in.
Levi Lewis said that you were a really, really good route runner out of the backfield. Is that something you're excited to kind of show a little bit more of at the next level?
Definitely, definitely. Just because of the system here, I wasn't able to showcase that, but I definitely played. When I was at A&M, I played receiver, and also my first year here, I played receiver as well. So, I definitely, look to show that.
How was that transition going from wide receiver to running back when you made that switch?
Honestly, it's natural. Because I went to a small private school, we at a small private school, you play all positions, honestly. So, I've been doing it my whole life, so it was a natural, smooth transition.
Jacob, I saw.
Jacob, maybe talk about, coming out of high school, Louisiana, how you enjoyed playing at Louisiana and how you ended up at Louisiana.
In high school, it was. I mean, high school ball is, it's fun. It's you're out there with your boys grinding and just making memories. And so I definitely loved my high school experience. And then how I got here was just I felt like it was time for me to leave A&M, and I ended up transferring to URW just because the NCAA transfer rules weren't what they are now, and so you couldn't transfer somewhere and play right away. So I had to go down, and then COVID happened and canceled our season. Then I enrolled here in spring of 21, and I enjoyed my time here. You know what I mean? I definitely grew a lot as a man and as a person, and definitely as a player. So I mean, I enjoy my time here.
Jacob, were you teammates with both Kellen and Erik McCoy, or was it just Erik?
Both. It was both. It was both.
Okay.
So I definitely look forward to seeing those guys.
Good, good. I was gonna say if you had any conversations with them.
I haven't yet, but when I get there, I'm definitely gonna tap in with those guys.
You were talking about your transition. We were talking about your transition from a wide receiver to running back and like your pass catching ability out of the backfield. Obviously, I mean, elephant in the room. There's the guy Alvin Kamara in New Orleans that's got a very similar game. Is he somebody that you've like watched, paid attention to, molded your game after a little bit? Like what's kind of the influence there?
Of course, me being a Saints fan, Alvin Kamara is definitely doing his thing. The versatility is definitely something that sticks out when watching him. I mean, he has, he's Alvin Kamara for a reason. I mean, he's a household name for a reason. So definitely, I definitely study his game.
Is there anything in particular when it comes to the transition to the NFL that you're looking forward to maybe taking, next steps in certain areas of your game, anything like that, anything you're focusing on this offseason before you or as you kind of work to land a spot?
Definitely, just everything in general. I feel like every part of my game can improve, but I'm definitely trying to lock in and hone in on pass protection.
And what was your pre-draft process like? Like, were you in touch with New Orleans? Were you in touch with other teams throughout the draft process?
I did. I had a nice conversation with New Orleans at my pro day. My draft process, it was smooth. I was in Dallas training. I was able to get into the Shrine Bowl, and it was a smooth process.
How were your conversations with the Saints? Were they kind of in-depth conversations, just kind of passing conversations? Like how'd those go?
I think we had both. One of the main things, at Pro Day that we talked about was my versatility, because I actually ran routes as a receiver and running back out the backfield. So the versatility was a big thing.
Were they part of the focusing on pass protection? Did they give you that? Kind of say, hey, this is maybe one thing that we'd be looking for at the next level or anything like that? Or is that something you just kind of look at on your own and say, hey, that's an area where I can improve?
That's something that I look at on my own and be like, this is the area where I can get better at.
Nice.
Jake, what specific things you feel that you can bring to the Saints?
Maturity in the running back room for sure. I think I'm gonna be a hard worker. Somebody who definitely goes in and do the right thing. Somebody who loves the game. I'm a football junkie. Versatility, man, somebody who loves the team. Like I was a fan. I grew up a fan before, I even signed to the Saints. So the fact that I'm here, man, they're gonna get 100% out of me.
How would you define that classification of football junkie for yourself?
It might be unhealthy, man. I live it, I breathe it. I wake up watching it, I go to sleep watching it. That is my life. You know what I mean? So this is what I love to do.
You think you might have I know the NFL focus is the focus right now, but is post NFL, is coaching something that might be of interest to you with that kind of football junkiness you got going on?
It could be, but definitely the focus right now is making this team and trying to leave an impact on this team in some kind of way.